Testing.
Oh, yeah.
Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Wireless.
Welcome to our spring annual art exhibition and music concert. For those of you who are new to us, we do this every year. The reason why we're inside as opposed to outside is that it's supposed to rain. So we had planned for that. Normally we would have this outside in a beautiful courtyard. So that's the only reason why you're inside. Okay? So welcome parents. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to attend and celebrate the arts. As you know, throughout high school, arts are underfunded. They are. And they're not celebrated as often as they should. So without further ado, I would like for you to give a round of applause to our artists. Our musicians. And at this time, I would like our teachers of Infotech to stand up. All of our teachers to stand up. All of our teachers. They're artists in English, in social studies, in graphic design, in music. I hope I didn't forget anyone, any other content. I'd like to introduce you to our PTA president. Listen to. All right. And at this time, I know they do not like the spotlight, but Ms. Fortuna and Ms. Cho, can you please stand up? Our teachers, similar to Mr. Elliott, if you look on your way out and you see the beautiful artwork, you look at the PowerPoint and you see the work that they're doing with our students. Maybe some of our students behind their freshmen and women, and coming in September to now and learning to play an instrument, or the beautiful artwork that's on display. It's all because of the mastery of Mr. Elliott, our maestro. Ms. Cho and Ms. Fortuna as the art teachers. And I know I usually use my one-liner. All of this isn't, wouldn't be possible without someone who pushes the art. She is a mom first, a teacher, and our Principal Woods Powell.
No microphone, right? I don't think I need one though, but anyway. Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited. I think we're all excited to be here tonight to celebrate the arts, to celebrate our students, our staff, and just be in a moment, right, everyone? Of peace, relief, right, everyone? Of just love, of celebrating, just the beauty, just the creativity. Oh, there we go. Is that Steven? Just, once again, the music, the visual arts departments. I want to, once again, I know AP High mentioned them, but it takes special people to bring out the best in our children, right, everyone? It really does. And starting with the teachers that every day work with countless students from morning to late afternoon, Southern State, to late evening, till 8 p.m. in this building. But I know they're not going to stand up again, but I want to salute the teachers here. I want to salute Ms. Fortuna, Ms. Cho, Mr. Elliott, for all your investment. I know they're getting ready for this work in terms of tonight. But once again, parents and families, we are so happy to see you all. And, as principal, once again, I continue to be proud of this amazing community, and I want to continue to charge all of us to be what's right in this world, right, everyone? To take care of each other, to take care of these young people, because they are growing up, we all are, in very unstable times. So with that being said, let's continue to wrap ourselves and really just come together and let tonight be a beautiful celebration. All right, everyone, once again, I'm so proud. Thank you to AP High for leading the work with the art, music departments. And I want to also just, I know she went outside, but AP Rodriguez is also here supporting the work. She oversees all the student services. And we have our amazing PTA president, Cynthia. Cynthia, you are there, so amazing. And I really enjoyed, I want to say it, the parents that came out on Monday for our parent party. We had an amazing time. So come out again, everyone. I can't wait to celebrate throughout the end of the school year, and I wish everyone success. Thank you so much.
The one thing I want to plug is that the art department is growing, and we're going, and here's where we're going to next. So everyone should have a copy. Parents, you should have a copy of this, spearheaded by Ms. Fortuna and Ms. Cho. Together, we're joining forces with our CT Graphic Arts Department. And next up, our work is actually being displayed at a museum, at the Culture Lab on June the 5th. So please come out and support our students. It's important to our children and our students that they see your faces there, looking at their artwork, mom and dad taking pictures and being excited about the arts. So without further ado, everyone should have a program, and everyone should have this. If you do not have, we'll get one to you. And based on how you feel, please raise this up to celebrate our students. Round of applause, stand up. If you feel like, you're swayed by the music, tap the feet, clap the hands, move the shoulders, anything, just to celebrate our arts. Thank you so much, Mr. Elliott.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. We're going to start here with, as we always do, thank you all for coming out. Thank you for all that beautiful introduction, API, Principal Woods Pal. This is the junior band. These are some of these students. Came to Infotech in September, not having played an instrument. Other people have maybe played a year or two. Varying levels of experience from I just got this thing to I've been playing for quite some time. We're going to play 3 selections for you. I don't remember what order I put them in the program, but the first one is going to be the Starfire Fanfare, because a fanfare goes first by definition. So here's Starfire Fanfare. Right on. Yeah. Pretty good. I might tell you to turn it louder. Cool. Come again? Good. Stop. On the first. Very good. 1, 2. 1, 2. Ready, go. We're going to continue with a composition that's supposed to evoke the grandeur or something of the Acropolis in Athens, Greece, tying into Greek mythology, and there's a version of the Odyssey coming out this summer, so we're very, very timely here. So here's Acropolis. Long first note. Finish up the first set here with junior band with a march. This is called Union March. It's kind of like a beginner piece that does a lot of the things that concert marches a la John Philip Sousa would do. And yeah, enjoy it. Here's a concert march called Union March. Low notes at the beginning, don't overshoot them. Get set. Cool. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. want to talk? Art department talking? Now is a good time, if you want to. Possible? Yeah. All right, at this time, I'm going to invite the visual art department to come up and say a few words about the visual art department while we get some other things set up over there for our next selection. Have a microphone.
Hi everyone, good evening. I'm so happy to have you guys here and to be here with you all for the third time in the spring. I think now 6th time. So our artworks, when you walk in, please take the time and look at them because it works very hard on each and every one of the art pieces. A lot of the things that you're going to see on this semester is pop art. You're going to see a lot of three-dimensional, large-scale candies that might make you a little bit hungry or make you want to go out and buy those when you walk out of here today. And you'll also see some fashion art that the students worked on. They created capsule collections for their favorite brands as an introduction to the fashion arts. And then for studio, you'll see also some 3D linear perspective art, and but there's a lot of great things for you to look at. Oh, also Black History Month portraits. So please look at those because those are very detailed. They took a lot of times to write words over and over again that related to the person that they depicted in their artwork. So it wasn't all just drawing lines, it was writing words by words to create those pictures, so please look clearly at them. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ms. Cho. I'm the other art teacher here at Infotech. I had the pleasure of working with Ms. Fortuna our third year together here. And for me, I taught studio art and drawing this year for grades 9 to 12, and you'll see a lot of charcoal drawings. And they made collages for Black History Month. They also drew objects for Black History Month, and they created paintings about their past, present, future, and finally, you'll see a lot of masks that they created for studio art as well. So I hope you guys all really look at all those artworks that we created. And yeah, thank you for coming here.
I also wanted to take the time, even though Ms. had already mentioned it, but to let you all know about the gallery exhibit that's going to happen on June 5th. We're going to have an opening reception on June 5th, but the gallery will be on exhibit throughout the whole month up until June 24th. So you guys can go anytime at any moment when the gallery is open to go look at your students' artworks. And that's very important for you guys to support them. It's the first time that we're going to have it in an actual gallery, and it's open for everyone. It's free. It's a nonprofit, so you guys can go there. And it's literally not that far from here. It's right in the community.
Also, I have one over here. So, then we're not going to hear a selection by the quintet, The Resonance, which could be a band name. And so, Gabriel over here plays flute, kind of co-spearled putting this group together. So it's quintet. They performed at some retirement communities around Christmas time. They went and did some free concerts for people there. It was great. They performed at a youth empowerment conference that Brown set up. They're going to be performing at Culture Lab on June 5th at our art reception. So you can know that there. And so they're going to do one selection for you. At this point, they've played many times. And this is a song that Yu Sasaki, who plays multiple instruments, playing bass right now, transcribed and arranged for this band. So this is Yu's arrangement. What's it called again? I think it's in the program. Cool. You got it. Go ahead. Watch your volume. How's that?
Amazing. Sounds great.
Alan, you want to go ahead and start that there. Thank you all so much. That was the student quintet called The Resonance. We're now going to continue with the string orchestra. And string orchestra has been around since I started in Infotech before the pandemic, some years ago. And one of the things that I really love about the school, as I alluded to slightly with junior band, is that we give people the opportunity to start playing an instrument for the first time in 9th to 10th or 11th to 12th grade, which is great because not all elementary schools and middle schools offer instrumental music. So many people get all the way to 9th grade never having been offered the opportunity to play an instrument. So in this particular group, we have people who've been playing for a very long time, or people who've been playing for about 7 months, depending. And so we're going to play 5 selections for you. Starting off with a tune called Dragon Slayer. Again, I don't remember what order I put these in the program, but we're doing Dragon Slayer first. Here we go. Let's do it. Am I good? Very good. One, two, three. This is kind of the last thing that we worked on. We spent the most time on it. It's a very advanced piece given the level of experience with people up here. But a number of people, students in this group, have mentioned Lefe as music that the young people enjoy these days. And also, this particular arrangement is fairly accessible, and it was kind of just the right amount of challenge because we had 3 of these songs pretty much together pretty quickly, and this gave us a nice challenge to work on. So this is a bossa nova. It's a Brazilian style music. We had to go over different ways of bowing. There's a lot of pizzicato, a lot of notes that they never played before. So this is an arrangement of Leifes from the Scarf. Go. Let's go from top. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. called Golden Grove. Every year I like to add new stuff to the repertoire. This is one that was new for us this year, kind of similar to one that we did last year, but different enough that we don't always board. It's kind of like a fast-paced, ups and downs kind of thing. I think it's going for this kind of summertime kind of, being called Golden Grove, possibly at dusk. Anyway, here we go. Golden Grove.
Pieces for high school groups. This one is called Boot Dance. There's some alumni in the house who played this probably 5 years ago. Let's bring it back. I like this one. So here's Kabuki Dance. Hits. We are very slow. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. This is a piece called Knight Rider, another old hit. Bring back the old hits. This is also by Richard Meyer. Richard Meyer gets a lot of press time here. So there's Knight Rider by Richard Meyer to close out the set. Low twos for this one, high twos. Second, remember beats at the end. We don't go this over there and watch your beats in your notes. And are we good? Bring it way down. Very good. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and. The string orchestra, another round of applause. All right, at this time, we have another graduating senior who put something together for this occasion. And so, if I didn't make it clear before, the earlier Quintet song was arranged by Yusak Maki, who's not a graduating senior. We have him for another year, so it's great. This is Rama Rama, and she arranged this piece that is a Bollywood thing. It's a Bollywood song from something that she knows very well, and so she wrote this arrangement for solo violin. I'm going to slightly reinforce by putting a microphone on her a little bit. You want to playing position so I can position this. Let's actually come on, go to the other side. Let's not make it too wire. Please play. Great, cool. So here's Ryan. At this point, I have to move a couple of things.
Thank you.
So while they get set up, good. So we have one more set of performances from the senior band over here, and so-called senior band because one, most of the people are either older or more experienced. So per my earlier comments, some people do come to Infotech having played their instrument for quite some time, and if it is a band instrument, they wind up in here. And so we're going to play 5 selections. This first one is an overture, so of course it goes first. This is Ashton Overture. We had to transport some percussion gear, but I think we're about ready. No, we're not ready. Let me grab a stand. So maybe I have like a... No matter how many stands I buy, we always need we're going to play a little B flat. You've all been sitting here for a long time. Give me a B flat scale real quick. Just hold notes. 1, 2, B flat scale, hold notes. 2, 3, 4. They've just been sitting here for an hour, so you don't want to play cool. All right, Ashton, everybody good? I need a score. I need a sit. Sorry. All good? Here. Drums up front. Punch in. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get to play used and bass here. Next we're going to play a jazz composition. This is by the great tenor saxophonist Joe Henderson, who was one of the primary composers and arrangers for Blue Note Records back in the 60s and the 70s. I had the opportunity to speak with him and see him play live in the late 90s and early 2000s. He's one of the great composers and musicians of all time. Anyway, this is a song he wrote for a Blue Note session about 1963. It was recorded by several Blue Note artists. This is called Mamacita, and Hazael will take a guitar solo, which will be fun. Ready? Good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. guitar solo. Now for something completely different. Here's a song called Softly Speaks the Night that is slow and sensitive.
The camera battery.
Now do you have both parts? Yep. Not be sure that you're there. Everybody not named Pascal, play the beginning. One, two, one, two, three. This next one, again, I don't remember what I put in the program for order. This might be right. We're going to do the Bare Necessities. The Bare Necessities is from the original cartoon version of the Jungle Book, which is, by Rudyard Kipling, which is problematic these days. I mean, well, it was problematic back then too, we just didn't know it. But the cartoon holds up pretty well as colonial era fairy tales go, but the song is great, so we're going to feature pretty much everybody on this, and this gives the band a chance to just practice a swing feel, which is incredibly hard to do because it's not notatable. So here we go with the Bare Necessities. Very good? Good. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna play one more song, and then there are music department senior awards, which I will give out at the end of the concert. So that'll be lovely. Before we do that, we've been at Infotech since before I got here. The previous music teacher and I went to high school and before that together. And so both he and I have been playing this song since I think the 7th grade. And so this has closed every Infotech concert since Mr. Evans got here, which is what, like 2008? So, you know, coming up on 20 years of Rock Band. So here's Rock Band for your listening pleasure. Everybody? We have our choreography down. You'll put that there and I will do this. Great. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. senior band, I'm going to hand out the senior awards now. I'll actually use a microphone so I'm not yelling. More Hazel guitar solos there for your listening pleasure. Always makes that fun. All right, so the music department, since my predecessor was here, and so for the last, I don't know, 15 or going on 20 years, we've had a set of awards and then a new kind of memorial scholarship award that I'll get to, but these are in no particular order. Actually, no, let's do the seniors first. So I have made a tradition getting these little music department medals for all my seniors. Regardless. So I'll have them come up one by one. I'm in a really awkward place to do this, so maybe I'll come out to the front there. Seniors, when I call your name, come up and get a medal. Alan, you want to hold the medals for me? That'd be great. Can you give me one? Terrific. I'll say. This is Ryan Raman. And next we have Aileen Rojas Rivera. And next is Hazel Satidi. I'm going to not make it. I mean, you can stand up. Yeah, you don't have to say who you want to know. And as we are discussing accolades, I wanted to say, some words here about Hazel. So Hazel was the alternate for the All-State Jazz Band in New York State, which is amazing. And because he's also academically precocious, he took a whole bunch of AP classes and wasn't actually in senior band's class. He would just come whenever he had free time to learn the songs, which is great. So we want to thank him for doing all of that. And that kind of sets him up for a different set of awards, which there's Senior Awards Night, which will happen, I don't know when Senior Awards Night is. Senior Awards Night is not tonight. And so at that event, Hazel will get a separate award, but I just wanted to recognize Hazel as going slightly above and beyond. Next we got Laurent O'Connor. Come on up. Well, take him next because he's right there. Answer. All right. And just because we're in this neck of the woods, I'm making Alan trying to find Kevin. So Kevin, come on up. We'll find your medal. Kevin Tennisella. And keep coming. What we got here? Alexander Aureliano. And she's not here. Some people could not make it, so I'll give Haven Curtis, where you at? Let's get Haven over here. So Haven's playing in the junior band over there. He's also a graduating senior. He's been in a bunch of my classes. He also took some music technology. Haven, come on over and get a medal. Haven Curtis. Come on down. Excellent. And next also over there, junior band, is Derek Gonzalez. Woo! Have a medal, Derek. Derek! Yeah! All right, and now we have the music department awards here, and in no particular order, the annual Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is going to go to Alex Aureliano. And so Alex has done NISMA Jazz solos the last couple of years. In 2 weeks, he's going to do another NISMA Jazz solo. So I'm going to take a little trophy out of the box. So there's a pin. Don't lose the pin. I mean, maybe you're into that kind of thing, maybe you're not. Anyway, here you go. Have a trophy. Smile. Alex Aureliano. Alex. There's like stuff in the box. You did the box too. Yeah. What's in the box? Let's go. Next, we have the National Orchestra String Orchestra Award, which is always tough to give. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to acknowledge Kevin over here in the viola section. We also have an alum, Omari's in the house. And so for many years, Kevin has kind of like held down parts in a much more musically appropriate way than I ever expected. Kevin has done a great job. So Kevin gets the School Orchestra Award. That box, there's a kid in there. All right. And next we have the John Philip Sousa Award, which is just kind of like an overall participation in the music department award. And Aileen Rojas Rivera has been just like unbelievably consistent across the entire time that she's been here. So she is going to take home the John Philip Sousa Award. Oh no, I dropped the pen. Oh no! And the last award is the Quincy Jones Musicianship Award. And I was kind of, at the beginning of the year, wondering how this was going to work out. And then a couple of weeks ago, Ryan Rahman said, "Oh, hey, mister, I wrote this arrangement of this song, and I had no idea that she was as musically capable as all that, let alone to arrange and perform something as a solo on the senior concert." So Ryan gets the Quincy Jones Musicianship Plaque. And finally, during the pandemic, the Information Technology High School community lost a really important person, John Mondello, who was an alum of the school. He was a drummer, he was in senior band. I actually saw him perform before I was a teacher here, because like I said, the previous music teacher was an old friend of mine. And so I was at a couple of Infotech events before I knew all these wonderful people. And so John Mondello passed away, and he was after graduating, he became a first responder. He was an EMT. And he died in the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. And after his death, his family set up a scholarship fund. And then we had some meetings with the administration about trying to build a program at Infotech that would recognize students who did everything that you could do in the music department, given the limitations of what we have. And so most students here participate in a CTE academy. Not everybody has time to do what alum Arisha over there did and take 10 credits of music and take a commencement exam. And so in light of the fact that that's not possible for most people, we set up the John Mondello Music Majors Award, which is seniors who have participated in as much music as possible, which includes both the NISMA group participation, but then also doing a NISMA solo. And I'll uncover the plaque here. But we have 5 seniors who completed that feat this year, and so I'd like all of them to come up. Aileen Rojas Rivera, Alexander Reliano, Camila Galvez, who's not here, Ryan Rahman, and Kevin Dennison. So here is the plaque with a picture of alum John Mondello, and these are 4 of the 5. Camila Galvez could not be here this evening, but she is very much represented here. And this plaque hangs out in the entryway of the school, and so all of these fine young people will be performing NISMA solos in like a week and a half. like a week and a half, and then we'll be doing group NISMA for some of them fourth time. I think for all of you fourth time. Yeah. So they've very much achieved everything that we set out for this. So we'd like a round of applause for our John Mandello Memorial Music Makers. At this point, I'm done. If we have any other people who would like to get up and say words of thank you and farewell, thank you all for coming out. Ms. Hyde, would you like to say any words?
Yes, so Mr. Woods had to leave because she had to take her son to volleyball game. And so, parents, thank you so much. Teachers, AP Rodriguez. One thing I do want to mention that the programs that we have was created by our graphic arts department. So thank you to Mr. Hadel. It's student created under the supervision of Mr. Hadel, Ms. Cho, Ms. Fortuna, and of course the music by Mr. Elliott. The one department I do want to mention is the CT department, the video production. This actually is our video production students. Students, please, let's give them a round of applause. All the parents who came to see their children, please stand.
All right, parents.
Parents, please stand.
Round of applause for parents.
Parents, please stand. Okay, and with that, please get home safe and dry. It's beginning to rain. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you.